Hi there, welcome back. So here we are. In today's video, we are going to use this beautiful Aurora tint, which we purchased from a set from Resin Jules at Resin Jules on Instagram. Please go along, check her out. We also purchased this beautiful glitter. Now I would call this more of like a confetti style glitter because it's lots of different sizes of glitter and shapes and things in it. Everything that we're using will be linked in the description box down below. This is one of the molds from our Temu haul. If you haven't seen that video, go back and have a look in our video history, and please go along and watch that. It would be great. Your support is appreciated. So this is Wayne now. What he's done is he's used Tea Expert resin. We're back using the Tea Expert resin, which we love using. 1:1 mixing ratio, very clear and hardly any bubbles. So separated out some of the resin into a smaller silicone mixing jug and then added in some of that lovely green glitter. This is, again, Inspirations, Natural World, but going more towards botanical, spring, you know, flowers and all that sort of thing. Although this is actually for an apple. So this is an apple shaped mould. Beautiful mould, excellent construction and so on. And when you order it, didn't take very long to come through to us at all. So very carefully pouring in the green glitter resin, should we just call it that, into the stalk part of the lid of the pot for the apple shaped mould. And as you can see there, Wayne is just using a micro brush just to stick it down into the corners of the detail of that mould where the stalk part of the apple is, just to try and ensure that we don't get any little bubbles forming. So just topping it up a bit more. It's just overflowed slightly. So yeah, what we actually then decided to do is pour a little bit more into the top, but you'll see that a bit later. Now, eagle-eyed of you will have spotted there's a hair on the mould, and we didn't spot this when pouring the lovely green glitter resin into it, and unfortunately it is visible in the final piece slightly. So because we know it's there, we wouldn't put this out for sale. We're actually going to keep it for ourselves. So very carefully just pouring the green glitter resin there around the edge of the pot part of the mould. So this is the second bit. Well, that's me just moving the stirrer out of the way for him. Using this beautiful green Aurora tint, as I said, available from Jules at resin_Jules on Instagram, with links to her socials and everything else will be in the description box. Look at this. You'll see it in a minute when we thoroughly stirred it in. Wait for it. Here we go. Look at that. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. It resembles the Schiller effect on a semi-precious gemstone that we've got rather a lot of collection of, called labradorite or labradorite. Beautiful. If you don't know what that is, then go and Google it. It's gorgeous. Also similar to the Schiller that you get on the surface of real natural pearls. So this is fantastic. The tints are just, I'm obsessed. I think I've said that before in other videos when we've used them to make shell dishes and so on. I'm just totally obsessed with this. Absolutely love it. Can't say enough good things about these tints and everything else actually that we bought, purchased from Resin Jules. So the molds are quite easy to use. As I said, they are from Temu. We do have links and codes down in the description box. If you want to use them, then please do. It's great. We won't get paid masses of money if you do that, but the little pennies that we do get as a result of you using the links and the codes will help towards us. We'll put it back, we're funding back into the channel so we can buy more things and create more content so you have more videos. So just as a little bonus extra, we thought we've got some resin left over, let's do the fishes. So these molds as well featured as part of our Temu haul video. So we thought we'd bring them in and we'll use them. And the detail on these molds, I mean, it's exceptional, you know, from the lines in the fins and the tail and the dorsal fin, the little eyes, the scales on the body. Just thought it's crying out for some of this resin. So what we did is the leftover green aurora tinted resin that we had, we mixed in the leftover of the green glitter resin, and then we filled up, in the end we fill up 3 of these molds. So the glitter formation and where the aurora tints go in these molds for these 3 fishes is completely random. Once they're cured and we've demolded them, you can, of course, if you decide to do this as well, you can go in and you can, like, you know, you can paint in their eyes if you want to with a black Sharpie marker or some paint, whatever you would prefer to do or not do. We've just left them. So this is a good sort of 24 hours later, and this is me just trying to demold this, keeping my gloves on. For this process, you don't have to keep your gloves on, and as we always say, whenever you're using resin, make sure you're wearing a respirator mask and working in a well ventilated area, get my words right, and that you wear gloves to protect your skin. So here we are. Look, it's demolding quite easily away from this mold. Nice clean mold afterwards, and that's the underneath part. Look at that. I mean, that is, I don't know. I don't have words to describe this. It's beautiful. It almost looks like an ice sculpture to me. So here's the second one. This might be a new obsession of mine, these fishes, this fish mould. They're either like really fancy they're either a really fancy type of goldfish, or they are, they're either a really fancy type of goldfish or koi carp. You know, the Japanese koi, I think it is. Beautiful. Really nice. Do actually look like they're made from glass, these. That's the quality of the Tea Expert resin, and obviously the tint that we've added and the glitter, and absolutely wonderful. You could make these into keychains, handbag chains and charms, or you could incorporate them into any other resin projects that you may have, maybe as a 3D element to a tray or picture, and so on. So those are our 3 gorgeous, there we are, there's a still photo of them, of the 3 koi carp fishes. So now on to demold the lid of the pot. Now I am attempting to do this with my gloves still on. Oh, and it is actually working. Now, even though we were extremely careful to try and prevent any bubbles from being caught underneath the lip, it looks like we have got some bubbles. So yeah, we definitely won't be selling this particular piece. We're going to keep it for ourselves. So just trying to carefully remove the stalk part from the mould without bending it too much, because some parts of it were still a little bit pliable. So let's see what this looks like. Came away cleanly. That's the underneath side. Look at the aurora tint, basically. It's like a nebula, sort of northern lights glistening to it. Wow, that is stunning. The green glitter supplied by Resin Jules. As you can see there's a hair there in the resin. Damn it. Sorry, shouldn't say that word, but yeah, we'd definitely be keeping this one. We know it's there. We wouldn't dream of selling it. Now, I did try and remove this with my gloves still on, and I just couldn't get to grips with it. So, had no option. I decided to remove my gloves, and trust me, guys, the struggle is real here. It's quite tight on. If you want to open it out slightly and spray some isopropyl alcohol down into it, you can. Or maybe some just sort of liquid dish soap. That's again up to you. You need to make sure you wipe it off of your finished piece before or after you've demolded it, though. Please do that. Obviously, you're going to have to clean it out your mould. But there we go. Finally, getting to grips with this mould there. And then just twist and pull to remove the centre part. Twist and pull, twist and pull. So it's come away quite nice and cleanly from the mould. The mould was really good. This is the base. There's no little divots or bumps in the base or bits missing. And look at the mix of the glitter with the rest of the resin, with the, that tint, that aurora tint. Absolutely stunning. And there it is with the lid. Now the lid does come up looking more opaque than the base, but that's absolutely fine because you can still see that beautiful green schiller effect on the lid and on the base of this lovely apple-shaped pot. It's stunning. I love it. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Drop us a comment. Do you think this is good? Not good? Do you use Temu molds or not? What colours would you like to see us do this in? And it all helps to grow and improve our channel. So take care everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. See you again on Sunday. Bye bye.